Hello everybody, my name's Katherine and I'm one of the assistant curators here at the River and Rowing Museum. So let's settle down with a cup of tea and escape for a few minutes as I take you back to the golden age of the Thames in the 19th century. So today I'd like to introduce you to Fleurfluter, one of the showpieces on display at the museum. Now, Fleurfluter is a traditional sailing skiff made of mahogany on an oak frame, and she was built by Hart & Co of Surbiton in southwest London in about 1909, we think. Now, at this time she would have been a giant on the Thames, measuring over 25 feet long and over 4 feet wide. Now the question is, do you think the boat was used for relaxation or racing? Well, in her early years, she was owned by a group called the Hoop, and in the 1940s was taken to Holland, where she was actually raced with a sail in Amsterdam. So she was used for some racing purposes. But the Dutch name of the boat, Fleurfluter, actually does indicate to us that she was a leisure boat too, because Fleurfluter actually means carefree bachelor, do you believe? So with that in mind, let's go back to the mid-19th century, the peak of the Industrial Revolution in Britain. Now, at this time, new steam-powered railways meant that people from all walks of life could escape the bustling city of London, jump on a train and escape to the peace of the upper Thames. So that could be for a day trip, a weekend, or even a longer holiday. Now, up and down the river, people could hire sailing skiffs like Fleurfluter to immerse themselves in the beauty and tranquility of the river. And pleasure boating really became the thing to do, a new craze really, as can be seen by these rather chilled looking Victorians who clearly knew the perfect way to escape their troubles. Now, Fleurfluter was the ultimate pleasure boat, and skiffs like this would have been equipped with lots of comforts and luxuries like woven seat backs and even carpets as well. And some even had iron hoops on them that you could fold over the boat and then drape a canvas cover over them so that they could then be used for camping. And Fleurfluter does actually have some of these iron hoops on it, but we're not quite sure if she was ever used for camping. Now, for me, the book more than any other that really captures the joys of pleasure boating is Three Men in a Boat, written by Jerome K. Jerome in 1889. And this rather classical comical tale was based on Jerome's trip along the Thames with his male friends in a boat very similar to Fleurfluter actually. But unfortunately the boat that they hired was nowhere near as elegant as Fleurfluter, with Jerome even admitting that it was a bit of a wreck. But even so, Jerome throughout the book does reveal his love of the river. And so with that in mind, I would just like you now to close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting in Fleurfluter, gliding along the river as I read to you this lovely description of the Thames that Jerome gives us. The river is a golden fairy stream, with the sunlight flashing from its dancing wavelets, gliding gold the grey-green beech trunks, glinting through the dark, cool wood paths, chasing shadows over the shallows, flinging diamonds from the mill wheels, throwing kisses to the lilies, wantoning with the Weir's white waters, silvering moss-grown walls and bridges, brightening every tiny townlet, making sweet each lane and meadow, lying tangled in the rushes, peeping, laughing from each inlet, gleaming gay on many a far sail, making soft the air with glory. And Jerome really does remind us that ultimately it is the simple pleasures in life that are most important. So he says, "Let your boat of life be light, packed with only what you need. A homely home and simple pleasures, one or two friends worth the name, someone to love and someone to love you, a cat, a dog and a pipe or two, enough to eat and enough to wear, and a little more than enough to drink, for thirst is a dangerous thing." And I think this message to appreciate what's most important in life is something that we can all hopefully find solace in this rather challenging time. And so I'd highly recommend reading Three Men in a Boat as the perfect escape really at this time, and I really hope that you get the chance to see Fleurfluter for yourselves when the museum reopens very soon. So thank you for joining me for a cuppa this afternoon, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for listening.